So if you're fat or unhealthy, I'm gonna be telling you guys what I would do. If I was fat or unhealthy, these are the things I would do based on the current knowledge I have right now. So first of all, I'm just gonna get straight into it. Um, so if I'm fat and unhealthy, I'm lazy, I'm eating bad food, um, I'm not going to the gym, I'm not being active whatsoever. The first thing I'm gonna do is fix my habits. So I'm gonna start eating healthier. I'm gonna start eating whole foods, real foods, and I'm just gonna cut out carbs almost pretty much completely. The reason for this is because um, when you're not a super active person, like carbs are a source of energy. And when you don't use that energy, it's your energy is going to get stored for later. And that's what's happening. So you're shoving all these carbs in your mouth, and that's being turned into energy, which is being stored because you're not using it, which it gets stored as fat a lot of the time. So I'm going to be honest. If I were fat and unhealthy, I would stop eating carbs. I'd pretty much cut out carbs and I'd eat a ton of protein. I'd be eating meat, such as red meat, lean red meats, not like burgers and all that crap. I'd be eating like lean steaks, lean beef patties and stuff like that. Um, I'd also be eating chicken, not fried chicken, lean chicken. I'd be eating fish. I'd be eating those a lot, pretty much every day. Um, I know like some people say like, don't eat red meat all the time. Honestly, I would I eat red meat a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I eat lean red meat. I eat good red quality red meat, and it has helped me a lot. So I really don't think it's bad for you. I think that's like greasy red meats, like like eating cheeseburgers and stuff. I think that stuff's bad for you. But I think that lean steaks and stuff like that, and like healthy burgers and stuff like that is good for you. Um, I also think that fish is great, and I think that obviously be careful with raw fish like sushi and stuff. But I also think that chicken obviously is great as well. So I'd be eating that stuff every day. Like every meal, I'd have some form of meat for protein. I'd be eating 3 meals a day, pretty standard. Maybe even two, but I wouldn't be, intentionally depleting myself so much just because I would set something for myself that is sustainable. I'm not going to starve myself like a lot of you might think because that's just not sustainable. It's going to be hell for a week and then I'm going to quit and go back to my old habits and I'm going to be fat and unhealthy again like I've been. So instead, I'm going to focus more on changing what I eat first rather than just starving myself and eating the same crap. Um, so I'm gonna be eating 2 to 3 meals a day, no carbs, lean meats, and poultry. I'm gonna be eating, as sides like vegetables and fruits. And those are the things I'm gonna be eating for the most part. I'm not gonna be, eating crap like cookies and all that stuff. Um, Especially not like how I would be eating it if I was super unhealthy. I mean, maybe like once in a while I would have a cookie or something, but I wouldn't indulge. Like I wouldn't, go and eat like four crumble cookies or something like that. Um, and I wouldn't like, work really hard and then on Sunday just like indulge in all this bad habits and stuff. No, I wouldn't do that. But maybe like on Sunday I'd have like a cookie after dinner and that's it. I'd be drinking a ton of water. Like I'm talking a lot, like a gallon a day. Because water, like it just one, it makes you feel great when you drink a lot of it. Being an athlete myself, hydration super important. I in water, it just makes you feel good, to be honest. It makes you feel great. Um, and it also just gets rid of all those toxins and flushes everything out of your system. So drinking water, super important. I'd stay away from like I'd probably still, have a Gatorade every now and then. Like I wouldn't be, like one of those gurus who just completely cuts out literally everything. But um I honestly I don't really like soda that much, but like maybe like you know if I was gonna drink soda, only drinking like diet stuff, and I'm only drinking it like like as a treat. I'm not drinking it every day and shit like that. Even the diet sodas are very bad for you if you didn't know that already. Um, Regardless of it being 0 calories or not, it's still not doing you any favors. So try to avoid that. And then as far as getting active, so that's on the diet side of things, and that's a pretty, standard and simple way of putting it. I could talk about it for hours, but I'm gonna not waste your guys' time here and just cut to the chase. As far as getting active, I'd be working out every single day. I know a lot of people are like, you gotta get rest in and stuff. I'd be like, screw that. I'm going to work out every single day. And I'm not talking about like, going on a 10-minute walk or going on a little 1 mile bike ride and saying, yeah, I worked out for the day. No. I know a lot of people do that stuff. It's not really like, that's like basic human movement. Like, that's not gonna do anything for you. Like, it's great for you, don't get me wrong. It's good to get outside and do those things, but that's not gonna turn you into, an obese, unhealthy person into, healthy, like looking great, feeling great. That's not gonna do that for you when you're in that position. I'd be going out to the gym. I'd be lifting weights to gain strength. I'd be doing, not bicep curls, not like, things like that. First of all, I'd imagine I'd be pretty weak because I'm super fat and unhealthy. So I'd be doing lots of calisthenics work. I'd be working to do pull-ups. Obviously, I probably wouldn't be able to do a pull-up. So I'd be using bands underneath my legs to give me support on the pull-ups. And just work my way to pull-ups. I'd be working on things like, chin-ups. I'd be doing lots of push-ups. If you can't do push-ups, then get on your knees till you can do push-ups, like real push-ups. I'd be doing lots of them, like as many reps as I can. I'm talking like just like repping them out, like 4 sets to absolute failure till I'm shaking. I'd be doing pull-ups and, like trying to just work on form and get the reps in, but also like not doing shitty pull-ups and stuff like that. I'd be doing cardio at least 30 minutes a day. And that doesn't have to be boring. A lot of people are like, oh, I hate cardio because it's super boring. I don't want to sit on the treadmill for 30 minutes to an hour. You don't have to do that. You can go out and play basketball for your friends or with your friends. Play tennis. Like, do something fun. If you don't want to sit on the treadmill all day or sit on the bike, for 30 minutes, play basketball. Like, you can do fun stuff too that most gyms have basketball courts. Play the games with the guys, like stuff like that. If not though, it's not easy. Like, if you don't want to do that either, then you're just gonna have to suck it up and get on the bike. Also, like, you can do kind of shorter versions of cardio. You don't have to sit there. Another thing about cardio that I would do if I was in this position, I wouldn't sit on the bike or, the treadmill and just walk for 30 minutes. I wouldn't do that. Honestly, I would do high intensity cardio. So I'd be going on the Airdyne bike, doing like 20 10s or 10 20s. If you don't know what that is, 10 20s are 10 seconds hard, 20 seconds rest. Do that for 8 rounds. Then I do 5-minute cool down, do that for another 8 rounds. Or I do like 10 20s or 20 10s and then a 5-minute like little cool down and then 10 20s, something like that. And that's intense cardio, which is going to make you sweat a lot more, which is really important. And if I'm going out to play basketball, I'm not just shooting hoops. I'm running around with the guys, like getting a game going, like doing one-on-ones, doing that high-intensity stuff, because that's going to make you sweat. That's going to make you move more. You want to do high-intensity cardio. As far as lifting, I'd be doing, compound lifts. I'd be doing squats. I'd be doing bench press, like dumbbell bench. I'd be doing things that are taxing my entire body. I wouldn't, go on the curl machine, rep out some curls, and then go and do like, some tricep extensions. Like, that's not going to make me a healthy person when I'm fat and obese and unhealthy. I'd be doing compound lifts that are going to tax my entire body, make me sweat. As far as reps, honestly, I'm not doing that, 3 or 4 sets of 8. I'm going high reps. I'm going 15 plus. Like, I'm getting that endurance in. And guys like David Goggins have done this type of training where he's doing like 300 plus reps instead of like the traditional, like 8 to 10 rep range or 10 to 12. He's doing higher reps, and he did that to lose like a lot of weight, like 100 pounds or something like that. That's what I would be doing if I was out of shape. I'd be doing those endurance reps. I mean, that's going to make you stronger, first of all. It's going to make you stronger. It's not like it's not going to make you stronger. It's going to help you, get that endurance in your muscles. It's still going to build muscle as well. So you're getting strength. You're going to build muscle from it. You're going to build muscular endurance as well, which is super important, especially if you're trying to get healthy. Muscle endurance is very important. But yeah, that's what I'd be doing if I was unhealthy. I'd be doing these things. So if I wanted you to take, 2 things from the video, fix what you eat, diet, and then also exercise. Fix what you eat and exercise. Those 2 things. Specifically, eat like your meats, your healthy meats, vegetables, fruits, drink lots of water, and then intense cardio is very important, and lifting within the 15 plus rep range for 4 sets. I had a knee injury, and they have me doing like 30 reps, 15 plus reps when I first start, when my knee is all, or my leg is all shriveled up and broken. That's what they have me do. And I've gained a ton of mass quick from it. I've gained a lot of strength, endurance from it, a lot of function. And that's what I would do if I was unhealthy, because essentially my knee, tore my ACL. Then my leg becomes all, unhealthy, essentially. So I have to train it back, and that's how I would do it. I wouldn't be getting into like the, bodybuilding stuff, or like, the traditional rep range of, 4 sets of 10. Like, that's kind of the stuff I would do after, but I would be in the 15 plus rep range. And this is all, my personal opinion. This is what I've seen work for others, and what would work for me. Like, what I've seen it work, is what I'm trying to say. And these are the things I would do if I was unhealthy and I was obese. That's the approach I would take to it. I've used these techniques to get results I wanted regarding like getting leaner and stuff, and it's worked greatly for me. And I've gotten results. That's the important thing. I've gotten results from these styles of diet and training, and those are the quickest ways I've gotten results. I've tried the, eat like next to no food, and changing my diet worked way more for me, and it was also way more sustainable for me. Also, if you're eating 3 meals of vegetables, and, like vegetables at one meal, fruit at the other meal, and then you're eating like lean meats, and you're not eating like carb stuff, like obviously vegetables and fruits have a little bit of carbs, but like I'm talking about carbs, like I wouldn't be eating stuff like rice as much. I wouldn't be eating stuff like, like, especially not bad carbs like chips and stuff, but I would, stay away from rice and potatoes. And those aren't bad for you. Rice and potatoes aren't bad for you or anything. They're actually great for you. But I would stay away from carbs because it would help me get lean really quickly. Dr. Huberman and Joe Rogan, they are huge vouchers for, the whole not eating carbs thing. So you can go check them out if you want to learn more about it. But I would cut out carbs. I did that, and it worked for me. It worked a lot. I felt great. I got a lot leaner. And this is how I would approach things. It's all my opinion. So, I know a lot, people might disagree, and that's fine. Everyone on the internet finds a way to hate anyway, so I might as well give you guys the knowledge of what I think instead of just gatekeeping it because I'm scared that, somebody's going to get mad about it. I don't care, to be honest with you. I'm just telling you what I would do, what's worked for me. But yeah, and I know a lot of people don't know where to start. I know it's scary. I'm going to also tell you this. If you're afraid of going into the gym because you're unhealthy and obese, literally nobody cares. Nobody even notices that you're there. If anything, people will be supportive. The gym culture is very supportive. Nobody cares. If you're in there trying, that's what people care about. When people, become judgmental, if anything, it's when you're not putting the work in. When you're putting the work in, people are going to support you, but nobody at the gym cares. Get in there and do your thing, and you're gonna be happy you did. Trust me, because a little quote I saw, You never regret a workout. So it sucks while you're doing it. I'm going to be honest. It's not fun because, and the reason for this, it's because it's hard. If it was easy, everyone would be jacked. Everyone would be healthy. But especially in America, not everyone is. It's hard work. And, that's just life. That's the reality of things. So if you want to, be the best version of yourself, the best version of yourself doesn't just sit around and wish for stuff to happen. They go out and make it happen. So that's what you got to do regarding your health as well. A lot of people, they're like, oh, you might not have time for a lot of stuff because, you're busy with work and family and you got kids, stuff like that. Well, just make an hour out of your day to do these things. These things can be done in an hour. Eating meals, you can fix that easily. And if you look in the right places, it's really not that expensive to fix your diet and eat healthier. That's a big excuse a lot of people say, but it's really not any more expensive than if you were buying junk food. It's really not if you look in the right places, like honestly. And even so, if it was, invest in your health. You know what I mean? Like invest in your health and your longevity and, your quality of life. That shouldn't be something that, expenses is like a reason to not do. It's very important. And another thing, just find 1 hour out of your day to go to the gym. 1 hour. That can be in the morning. Get up early and go before work. The gym's got showers and everything. Like, bring a change of clothes. A lot of guys do it. Go after work. Go at night. Join a 24-hour gym. Like, there's really no excuse. And if you're going to be that guy that makes excuses, then you're just going to stay unhealthy and fat for the rest of your life, which will also only be like 20 more years because you're fat and unhealthy. And I'm just giving it to you straight, like, because this knowledge, there's not a lot of it out there. A lot of it you got to pay for, which I think is kind of stupid. I'm just giving it out for free, man. Like, I'm just telling you, this is what you got to do. These are the things that I would be doing because it's important, and you're gonna feel a lot better and you're not gonna regret it. That's one thing, is it's not even a risk. It's an investment with infinite reward and zero risk because you're not gonna regret it. You never regret a workout. You're not gonna regret eating healthy. Sometimes it might suck. It's okay to have a cookie, once in a while. It's okay to have a cookie today. Like, it's okay to have a bag of chips here and there. It's okay to have that Diet Coke. Just don't indulge. Don't make it your whole life. Don't, do it every single day. Like, have balance, balance is important. And a lot of people just try and go fully into the fitness thing, straight into it. Like, hey, I want to get jacked. I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 days. Like, find a balance, do something sustainable and be disciplined because, that motivation isn't going to last forever. And you're going to when you have that mindset, it's not sustainable, especially when people get mad they don't see results in like a week. And then they're going to get mad and they're going to quit. So stay at it, like every day, work on it and you'll get there. I'm telling you, you will. And it'll work for you and you won't regret it and you'll be happy. It'll be an investment for you, your family, your friends. Like, people will be inspired by your journey as well. Just all these things. So, more of the story, get out there. Don't be a fat piece of shit.